Hello and welcome back to Alex Science Presents, where this week in the studio I am in the world's most snazziest room with the guys from Hudson Taylor. How you doing, guys?
Very good, very good. How are you doing? Nice to meet you, Alex.
Nice to meet you. I'm not bad, thanks. You guys are currently on your tour. You are touring your new EP, which is called Osea.
Yes.
What are the influences behind the album, and how long did it take to produce?
Yeah, that little EP, Osea, we wrote it out on an island in Essex, as it happens, a little Essex island.
Canvey Island?
No, it's called
Osea Island.
It's called Osea Island, and that's the title of the EP.
I'm very surprised that you got the pronunciation right, first of all, because we've had like Osea, you know.
I wasn't thinking on the way here, it's like, what's it called? Osea? That can't be right now.
Osea, well, you got it right.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's that EP we wrote on this island, and it was just me and Alfie kind of alone. We had some time to do it alone. We took some ideas that we'd had previously, but we just basically used that time on the island isolated to finish it. It's quite influenced by
by kind of all, like, you know, there's one Care on it. Like, Care is like the kind of lead track, I suppose, and
it's quite like influenced by old school sort of Everly Brothers type sounding 1950s 60s kind of music, and then, you know, it's kind of an eclectic mix, because then Beautiful Mistake on it as well. People have said to us that it sounds quite like Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh, okay.
So that's, you know, but then we have this, you know, there's two songs, and the other two songs, Second Best and Cold On, which are a little bit more,
I don't know, man. The island took some really weird things out of us. Like, we were just buzzing there, much more
specific,
grown up.
It wasn't
songs.
Yeah, it was never like, oh, we finished it and we were like, oh, well, this is directly influenced. It was just jamming, like, really. Most of it was just like we were sitting with the guitars, and a lot of it jamming away, and just those things came out, I suppose.
Yeah, a lot of the songs kind of did come out very quickly, because there's no distractions on this place. It's just kind of, you know, an empty kind of.
There's like nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do. So you're like, you know, so it was just like half an hour we'd write a song, and then we pretty much just like jam and eat and, like, you know, listen to music for the rest of the day. But we just kind of focus all our energy into half an hour where we'd be like, you know, where we create something. We'd be working little ideas so that it just brought some like really cool stuff out of us, which was really, you know, we've been there twice now and written on the island twice and had great results. Yeah.
Awesome. So it's kind of like your little home from home in terms of
kind of
recording and producing.
We've been successful in writing anywhere, really, most places, but yeah, that particularly was quite fruitful, and we'll have to return soon. I'd say it's essential.
Is it easy to get to? I mean, I'm doubting there's a train there.
No, man.
You have to wait until the tide is out. So for only 6 hours, or 12 hours a day, but 2 6-hour periods, basically when the tide is out, that's when you can drive across this kind of really really dodgy road.
It's an old Roman road, actually, so they can't even repair it. It's like hundreds of years old and all that stuff, so it's a little rickety old road that you get onto the island. There's only 8 cottages on the island, and you know, no one on it. We were like 2 of 4 people on this. Oh, wow. Like, you know, I don't know,
it's probably only about 2 or 3 square mile island. It's tiny, like.
And to be fair, you can't really rebuild a road that's partially underwater.
No, or owned by the Romans, you know.
True,
because
they'll kill you.
It's protected road, and so is the island. It's all protected, which is a good thing, because it means they can't
change it too much.
Change it too much.
Awesome. But you guys earlier this year were online with Codeline.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How was that tour? What was it like to be on tour with them?
Oh man, it was unbelievable. It was really nice. Like, we toured with Jake Bugg earlier in the year.
Okay.
And then the recent tour with Codeline was lovely, because those lads are Irish. They're from Dublin, you know, similar roots and all that stuff. We knew them from before the tour. Like, we'd met them a few times, and great. We got on great with them, and made the tour very, very easy going, and it's lovely.
And like, you know, their music is great, and we got to see their show 10 times.
So you can't complain.
They even invited us up on stage for the last song a couple of times, so that was really nice. It's lovely.
Oh, cool. So just kind of, it was more chilling with friends than it was a kind of tour more than anything else.
It felt like it. It was a kind of like, you know, it was the first time we really got to kind of know them and see how they work and stuff. So it was really cool. It was a great connection. It was really nice.
Awesome. What else have you been up to during this year, and what does 2014 have in store for you?
Yeah, well, this year we released just the OC EP, but towards the end of last year we released 2 other EPs. So we've been kind of promoting those and doing lots of gigs, like an abundance of gigs. Over the summer we did tons of festivals. Before that we went to America, I went to the States, and we did some writing over there and a bit of recording as well. All just kind of leading up to figuring out who we're going to work with for our album.
So now we've kind of nailed that, and we're going in next year after kind of the headline tour finishes, going in next year to nail down like our first
January, February we sort of started recording our first album, our actual album, which would be really cool. And
we kind of like recorded an album already in a way, because we've done 3 EPs, so with 4 songs each, so 12 songs, like, we've kind of done it already. And it's like, I think we're going to use a few of the songs from those EPs but re-record them. But we've so much new stuff over the last year of writing. We haven't really stopped writing. So there's just tons of new stuff that we can't wait to put out, really.
To 2014 will just be lots more gig and lots more shows, festivals, and an album.
And hopefully a gig at the Roundhouse.
Yeah, let's hope so. Well, we've done all the Camden venues. We've done Proud, we've done Barfly, Dingwalls. Now, I suppose the next step up is either the Coco or the Roundhouse. Let's hope it's the Roundhouse.
Well, you got to do Coco first and then Roundhouse. Maybe that's kind of how I see the order of things.
Okay,
but,
maybe iTunes will invite us to do iTunes Festival or something.
Maybe. But what would you say has been the most rock and roll moment that you guys have experienced?
In the summer we were playing a gig in Hyde Park supporting the Rolling Stones.
Oh, very nice.
We were playing in a small tent in the thing, so we weren't actually supporting the Rolling Stones because we were on the same stage. And we finished that gig that we had, and it was an amazing gig for like 400 people. A beautiful gig. Finished it, got into our shorts, started drinking some beers, and then Tom O'Dell pulled out of the main stage because he was sick. And then we were asked to fill in.
So we filled in. So Tom O'Dell,
20 minutes we wrapped up.
With 20 minutes notice, we ended up on the main stage in front of 45,000 people, just singing our tunes, which was really
rock.
That was rock.
We're just like, sorry, Tom can't make it, but we're better than him.
Well, there was a little board. There was a board up on the thing.
Yeah, it was unfortunately.
It felt so bad for him, man. We've seen him over the summer, and we were shaking it out and whatever, but. Yeah, it was a very, very crazy moment for us.
It's not every day that you can say, we supported the Rolling Stones.
No, it's not. Especially within 20 minutes, there was all the little factors behind it. Like we were told about it 20 minutes before. It was our drummer's first day.
It was very sunny, so we'd already gotten out of our gig clothes and we were in our flip flops and shorts. To get back into the gig clothes.
Yeah, and a bit drunk because we'd been celebrating the gig afterwards. So we'd had a couple of glasses of champagne or whatever, and then suddenly it was the main stage.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But if you guys could have any superpower, which one would you have?
Wow,
and why?
That came out of nowhere.
It always tends to.
Let's see. I've answered this one before, I thought about it, and I have to think about it again for a second. Go, Alfie.
I would like to fly.
Why fly?
Just because I could get around easy, It'd be
as the crow flies, as they say, just get everywhere.
I'd love to be able to just.
I'd say mine would have to be the power to time travel.
Why time travel?
It would just be so cool. It'd just be amazing, like to see. You could even go back just like a couple of days. That would be really bland, but to be honest, it'd be pretty boring. You wouldn't go back a couple of days.
Unless you've made like a mistake, you want to go.
Like that swear word.
And amend that. No, I'd go back first of all, I'd go back 50 years. I'd check out the exact. I'd do it. I'd stand in one place and I'd go back increments of time. So first of all 10 years, then 20, then say 50, then 100, and just keep going back, standing in the exact same place, and just see the whole change of maybe
just everything going backwards.
And just see the whole, just I just kind of picture it, me being the person standing there and just seeing this kind of people just flying around, and it's all going backwards in time, and then suddenly buildings kind of shrinking and just going really small, and go back into the dinosaurs and all that stuff.
And you can go back to the Roman times where the OC road was born.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder what this dressing room would look like.
Yeah, well, unpainted.
Unpainted. Yeah.
But guys, a massive thank you for allowing me to take time out and allowing me to interview. Good luck with tonight's gig, and good luck with the rest of the year and the rest of this tour as well.
Thank you, man. Hopefully see you again.